There was once a man, deeply troubled by his emotions. He was tired of being overwhelmed by anger, by frustration, by that tight knot in the chest that came from things not going his way. So, seeking peace, he went to the wise Gautam Buddha and said, "Master, I feel like I'm constantly at war within myself. How can I control my emotions?" Buddha looked at him gently and said, "Let me share a story with you. A long time ago, a powerful emperor visited a neighboring land ruled by a king known far and wide, not for his wealth or army, but for his wisdom. The emperor was received with grandeur, treated with the highest honors. A feast was held in his name. But just as he lifted his spoon, he saw a fly in his soup. Offended, he slammed the spoon down and demanded a fresh bowl, clearly annoyed. The wise king noticed and said softly, "Your Majesty, don't let such a small thing disturb your inner peace. It's only a fly." The emperor scoffed. "That fly ruined my appetite." The wise king smiled. "No, my friend, the fly didn't ruin your mood, you did. You allowed a speck of inconvenience to stir a storm inside you." Those words hit deep, and when the emperor returned home, he carried them in his heart. From that day on, he started training his mind. Whenever something annoyed him, he'd pause, breathe, and remind himself the power to stay calm was his. The art of not reacting changed his life. And this lesson, though ancient, still holds true today. We often react in the heat of the moment. An argument, a rude comment, a delay. And before we know it, our peace is gone. But here's the truth. Reacting doesn't always serve us. Sometimes it hurts us. It damages relationships, clouds our decisions, and leaves us with regret. Yet, not reacting doesn't mean ignoring how we feel. It means acknowledging the emotion and choosing how we respond. Now, in more modern times, there lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel was fiery, quick to anger, quick to speak. He never held back, and he always thought he was just being real. But over time, his realness pushed people away. He lost friends. His relationships suffered. And one day, after yet another argument, he sat down, alone, and asked himself, "Is this really who I want to be?" He began learning about mindfulness, started meditating, and most importantly, he practiced the pause. Each time anger bubbled up, he gave himself a moment. He didn't shove the feeling down. He just didn't let it drive the wheel. At first, it was hard. His old habits fought back. But with time, the space between stimulus and response grew wider. And in that space, Daniel found peace. One afternoon, a friend came to him, visibly upset. They were venting, angry, worked up. Daniel listened, calm, centered. When they finished, his friend said, "You're always so composed. How do you stay so grounded?" Daniel smiled and said, "I feel it too. I just don't let it own me anymore." And just like that, he passed the wisdom forward. The art of not reacting is not about suppressing our emotions. It's about mastering them, choosing stillness when the world begs us to explode, choosing clarity over chaos. And this power, it's not reserved for monks or emperors. It's within you. You can choose not to yell. You can choose not to take things personally. You can breathe, pause, and decide. Because the moment you stop reacting, you start responding. And in that space between chaos and choice, you take back your power. If this story resonated with you, drop a like and subscribe if you feel called. This space isn't for everyone, but if you're here, it probably means something. Comment, "I choose presence" below, so I know you're walking this quiet path too. Let's fill this space with souls who see beyond the noise. And if your mind's still open, tap the video on your screen now. Let the next story find you. Until then, stay soft, stay aware, and keep breathing deep.